200th episode live celebration, and we're having some fun here, folks.
Yes, and we have four fabulous people. We have Rudy Gaskins.
Yes.
Joan Baker. Patrick Howard Fraley.
Yes.
And the golden voice, Scott Brick.
Okay.
Nicknames.
Fancy Pants,
Fancy
Lola, Pumpkinhead, and Sunny Boy Honey.
And thanks for all the cat calls. I know those were from me.
So check this out. I'm gonna actually go off of this because this is, I thought Stacey and I thought this was a really good question because it'll help a lot of you, and you guys have done something that a lot of them want to do, which is build a gigantic, thriving, successful business. And each of you have built a gigantic, thriving, successful enterprise. So can you please give us maybe a key?
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
A little mime called Voiceover.
Yeah.
We're still on. By the way,
Not even few words, a man of no words.
yeah, if this was an audio podcast, nobody would get that.
Yes.
I'm going to follow
What
Pat.
about you, Rudy?
You got to be a risk taker to follow Pat, right?
Yeah.
And that goes hand in hand with building a business, building any sort of functioning system. And it's a grind. It really is a grind. Be happy it's a grind. When you start to feel that sensation of it being a grind and it's hard, that's when you're doing it. That's what it takes. So that would be my offer, is that to confront the grind.
Beautiful.
Got it. Joan.
I'll go next.
Music, please.
Take that, Jada Pinkett.
There you have it.
Now translate that.
That meant be unstoppable and inspired action if you really want a successful business. And I also say, if you can possibly connect to a partner in life, whether they're your husband or a partner that is also on the same page as you as being unstoppable.
You want to go, Sonny? No, you go. I don't know what big business I've built. I mean,
Pat, seriously?
An empire.
I think that the modicum of success that I've had is because of I didn't deserve anything. God gave me everything, the skills, my dad that had a working ethic. So I don't know what to say about it. I would encourage everybody, going off the subject, to one thing, and it's the name of the next event that Scott and Joan and I are we going to do in New York or in Los Angeles, and it's entitled, "Why Not? They're Already Not Hiring You." Be bold. I think that's one thing that I think that would be central to what I've done is work outside the box. There is no box. Go ahead. We've got 90 million millennials. They want things different. We're in the middle of their generation. And I'll finish by saying about that and understanding that audience, how they want things deconstructed and different, is that if Godfather were created in 2016, it would start with Marlon Brando stroking a cat, levitating.
Yeah.
Things are different. Go with it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I think the thing I would always encourage people to do is something that I did on my very first job. My very first job, I treated it like it was an audition. Even though I'd already auditioned for, and even though I'd already been cast for that role, I still treated that first job as it was as though it were an audition to my next one. And I try to remind myself of that every single time. I think we can't become complacent. You may get to the point where you're booking all the time, and thank God for that. It's a wonderful problem to have, but you never want to take it for granted. You know, 20, 30 years ago when I was just starting out, I met a guy who was a lot closer to my age now. And I asked him, he'd worked extensively, and I said, what is your favorite job that you've ever done? He said, my next one. And I try to keep that in mind.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Fantabulous.
We love that you guys are always stretching the envelope outside of the box. You can't even see the box from where you are half the time, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
You guys have such a wonderful camaraderie, and you're so supportive, as is so much about this business. We support each other, we build each other up, and that's one of the things I adore about being a part of this community. What is something that you guys, as individuals, love, respect, admire about each other?
I'll tell you one thing I can go with. If I had to use one thing that I love, it actually applies to all three of the people on this panel, on this couch, I should say. There's a gift of encouragement, but then there's the gift of empowerment. And I think all of these people here that I'm sitting with, they empower others. Because any teacher can encourage you to try something that you've never done before. But you still have that fear. You still wonder, can I do it? And sure, they can make you try, but these three people, what I love is that they make you feel as though you can do it. When you get up there, it's like, I see the moment so many times, they'll look on their face when they just go, oh yeah, I got this. The very first class that we ever worked on together, there was, I think, 8 or 10 students. They all formed a Facebook page, a group, I should say, because they felt so encouraged and empowered in the class that they wanted to keep doing that for themselves. And they have all been successful. And I think it starts from that gift.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to second that. Being around these people, there's a way of being encouraging in speaking the truth with love. And so there's a way of getting to letting them know what they need without disparaging them or creating fear, because that's our greatest enemy. Certainly when we are being taught. But there is a way of not shining on a student, but giving them what they need to go further. But I just second that. It's encouragement.
What I was going to say about these three rascals that I love so much is that I think that I dream about them being happy in expressing themselves, happy in connecting with others, happy with their work. I mean, Pat has an enterprise to me that has changed people's lives. Scott and Pat together, and Scott alone, has also changed and made a difference in people's lives. Both Rudy and I, when we first got together, we discovered that we had this, kind of deep connection around making a difference, although it wasn't necessarily articulated right away. So it's been through action and deed that I think intertwines us. And I cherish that. And I've dreamt about that, and then I just somehow it connected.
Yeah.
So, I love you guys with all my heart. Well, you know.
Do you have anything to add, Rudy? Do you have anything you want to add, Rudy?
I've got a license on that love. What I would add is, they say, if you want to do great things, surround yourself with great people. These are clearly great people, but the surprise for me is that they're also just wonderful human beings to be with and to connect with on that level. So it's not just what's the opportunity in being with them, it's being with them. That's fun and enjoyable and inspiring.
That was beautiful. Take us out with a little Jack Nicholson.
Take us out with Jack, baby.
Well, I see Annie G is down there, and everybody that I've ever known that owes me money. If a bomb went off tonight, Charlie Adler would have even more work.
Let's hear it for Rudy Gaskins, Joan Baker, Pat Fraley, and Scott Brick.
Very nice. Well